Alright, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a little bit of expense tracking for you guys. So, not also for you guys, but also for myself. Because you guys know I love to budget, I love to track. By the time that you guys are going to be watching this amazing little video, I will be over at Florida. Yeah, but I didn't want to leave you without anything for the entire week. So, I decided to go ahead and do this quick little tracking for you. All right, so first things first, let's head into May because that's what we're going to be doing. I have here my calculator, and feel free to go ahead and grab anything that you may see here down below. It will be available in the Suns and Roses shop. So yeah, this is my May spread. Let me see if I am in frame. All right, there you go. And I'm currently recording this on the 18th. So I'm basically 5 days away from being on vacation. So yeah, I did a lot of expenses on the 15th, 16th, and 17th. Just getting those little last minute things, if we're being completely honest. And also a lot of unexpected expenses that I've had so far. So without further ado, let's just get on with the video. All right, so this is my cute little sheet. I wanted to keep it, you know, Disney related. So yeah. All right, the first expense that I had was actually Chipotle. So that cost me $12.05. I like to get myself usually a bowl, you know, but this time around I actually got myself some online digital exclusive, which was kind of like a fajita that you can have like chicken in it. I don't know. Listen, to me, it was good. It was real good. And a lot came in it. So I was like, yay. Yeah. So I got that on Friday. This is how it looks. How cute, right? Let me go ahead and put that sticker down. And if you're wondering what type of sticker this is, sorry, what type of planner this is, I think it's a regular 7x9 because my stickers are specifically sized for 7x9 planners, okay? So, yeah. All right, next we did a little bit of TikTok shopping. Yeah. So I got my little kitty, which is Tommy, this brush that will take the undercoat hair out from him. But you know what? I also used it for me to clean off his cat tree with, like, you know, the cat furniture. And oh my god, it worked wonders, even better than it did on him. So I was like, ooh, let me go ahead and make a TikTok. So I went ahead and made a TikTok. So yeah, you guys can go ahead and check it out. I'll link it down below so you guys can see it. It's public. You guys can also get the brush if you feel like it, or you know, if you need it as well. It will be, you know, the product itself, it will be linked onto the TikTok shop. Yeah. So that actually cost me a total of $7.96. I am in the TikTok program, so they gifted me kind of like a coupon off. I think it was maybe like $3 off or something like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and write here TikTok shop. And it came super quick. I think I ordered it like the same week. Yeah, it came the same flipping week. When I got the notification, I was like, whoa, that was quick. So yeah, $7.96. And honestly, I feel that I made that on the 12th. So it was pretty quick because it got here on the 16th. To me, that's quick. Okay. All right. And obviously, we're going to be going over, you know, these expenses that I've made throughout. But we're just jotting down everything for the time being. Okay. Next, I went over to Goodwill. Yay. And I did that. And I spent a total of $29. Here's the thing. I think about my mom. I think about my niece. I think about everyone and their mother when I'm at the Goodwill. If I know it's something that they're going to like, I just get it. you know, especially if it's completely cheap. So anyway, let me go ahead and take this out. And yes, I make special custom stickers. If you know the expenses that you're gonna have, why not get these stickers that are from that store? So that's what I did. All right, let me go ahead and put that here on the 16th. Super cute. Okay, I then also went to Five Below. I'm telling you, it should be Five Above, because as soon as I hit that door, as soon as I open that door, it just adds up. So yeah, Five Above. Anyway, let's go ahead and really write that out. $22.99 is what I spent there. And when I go there, I shop for myself. I shop for Tommy pickles. You know, I get things here and there. It was nice. It was a really, really nice outing. It was myself, my family. So yeah. And let's go ahead and put that here. I didn't want to cover that, but you know what? It's okay. We can go ahead and cover that because we already know. We already know. Okay. Then I had an Easy Pass refill. Yeah. So I do have the Easy Pass for my car, and it refills, and it refilled to $25. So let's go ahead and put here Easy Pass refill. And this is not like an everyday type of thing or an every month type of thing. Is I think once a year. Yeah. So $25. It really depends on how often I use my Easy Pass. I know that during the summertime in New Jersey there's a bunch of tolls, so we have to go ahead and use, you know, the Easy Pass. So that's what it is. All right, let's see, when did this happen? Let's go ahead and put it on the 11th. Okay, there you go. So although I have a no spend, technically I didn't spend money. It's kind of considered like a bill. So yeah, like, you know, a T-Mobile bill, like I don't actually consider that like a spending day of like me physically go to the store to spend. So yeah. All right, and then I filled up. I filled up my gas tank, and let me tell you, it wasn't even half. Yeah, it was literally a quarter of it being empty, and this is how much it cost. So we went over to Shell. Okay, so Shell gas, and it cost me $30.35. And to think, during COVID times, I would be able to fill up my entire tank, okay, with close to $30. Entire tank. I know. You don't gotta tell me how insane gas prices are. Let's not even talk about it. Okay, let me go ahead and take this out. And I don't have any more room here, but I know that I did this on Saturday, so I'm just gonna put it here to the side, okay? All right. Let's do that. There you go. Super cute. Let's see. All right. Okay. Next, I did a TikTok promo, and that cost $28. Promo. 28 bucks. Let's put that up here as well. And basically this was kind of like free money for me. So I decided to spend it to advertise the video that I made of the hairbrush. And why are you saying, well, what do you mean it was free for you? Well, I helped out my sister on Friday after work and to do, you know, a balloon setup, and the lady was so kind enough to give my sister and I each $20, kind of like a tip. So I took that tip and I invested it into the video, you know, for it to get more traction and views and blah, blah, blah over on TikTok. So yeah, for me, technically, I feel that's free. Obviously, the $8 came from my own pocket, but that's okay. It's all right. Then I went over to Walmart. Yeah. So I do have a Walmart sticker here. And over at Walmart, I spent a total of $74.11. And you might be thinking, wow, that's a lot of groceries. No, this wasn't only groceries. Actually, there really wasn't any groceries now that I think about it. Was there? No, I don't think so. I think that the majority, yeah, of that was actually Tommy. So I got his wet food, his cat food, dry one, and also I got him his litter. So he'll be nice and ready and set when I leave. So yeah, all of that ended up being like 40 something dollars, 50. Let's just round it to 50. And then the rest, the remaining was like for things that I needed or wanted. I actually made a video about the things that I got over at Walmart, so you might want to go ahead and check that out. I break it down in a video of the 3 places that I went to, one being Marshall's, one being Walmart, and the other one being Five Below, so you guys can see everything that I got over there. Yeah, I'll link it down below if you want to, you know, snoop. Okay, next I went over to Marshall's. Do I have a Marshall's here? No, I don't. Boo. Oh, look, I had a gas one and I didn't use it. That's okay. Let's go ahead and use Marshall's. Marshall's is blue. So, yeah. I think I got a total of 3 things over at Marshall's. I can't quite recall what they are. But I did spend $23.17. And we're going to put that. I think that we did that over on Sunday. Did we? Or Saturday. I can't recall. Let's just put it up here. Okay. Then today, there was a lot of pollen. Yeah. A lot of pollen. And also a lot of my car being dirty on the outside. I hate having my car to be dirty either on the inside or the outside or in my trunk. So I had to go ahead and get a car wash. I haven't had a car wash, Lord, and so flipping long, honestly. And anyway, that plus the tip that I gave, you know, the people that dried off my car, it ended up being $15. And I'm gonna put car wash, you know, because there's nothing like having your car tank filled completely up and your car getting washed. And that was today, the 18th. And you guys, we are 5 days away from our vacation. Yay! Well, by the time you guys watch this, I will already be there, but yeah. All right, and then on Sunday, was it Sunday? Yes, Sunday. I actually got myself a McDonald's breakfast. Yes, I know I'm trying to lose weight, but hear me out. I only got an egg muffin, okay, and a coffee. I needed it. We were going to have such a long day on Sunday, so I decided, you know what? Let me go ahead and get myself ready before going to my sister's house. So once I got to my sister's house, myself and her, we drove over to the lady's house that we went to install on Friday after work, you know, just to pick up everything, like the whole entire balloon setup. So that's what I did Sunday. It was lovely. But yeah, my McDonald's breakfast ended up costing me a total of $5. Yeah, I ordered through the app. Usually when you order through the app, you can get like a 20% discount. So yeah. McDonald's breakfast. Yeah, me and my sister, we drove over there. We talked. We picked up everything, made new connections, you know. It's all about customer service for us. So, yeah. It was a really nice day too, by the way. I enjoyed it. It was lovely the entire week. And on Saturday, we celebrated my niece's communion. So, yeah. All right, that sums up everything that I have spent money-wise. So let's go ahead and add it up. Oh my God, I never added up the second week. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and do that right now. All right. Let me zoom you guys in a little bit so you don't feel, lost. Can you guys see? Yeah, hold on. Okay. Why I'm like taking it out is because I'm going to write over here the amounts, okay? All right. Okay. Eeh. So let's start with the first week. Obviously here, no spend. I spent nothing the first 2 days. Woohoo. Okay. Canva, $12.99. Sally's and Goodwill, $10. I had a no spend. And then I went to Marshall's. And that was $110.88. Then $95.08 over at Walmart. Then I spent a total of $253.60 for a bunch of things. Then I got myself AAA for the entire year, $60. And $31.35 over at Dollar Tree. So the second week I spent a total of $573.90. $573.90. Now you might be wondering, Sons, why did you get AAA? So funny, but not so funny, because I literally was shaking. Like, it ended up being my mom's birthday. Hence of why, this was a big expense, and this one as well. And I said, you know what, in the morning, let me go ahead and go over to Dollar Tree. So I am literally, with my ponytail ready to go. I go into Dollar Tree, get the stuff that I wanted to get. I had plenty of time, right? I even go to the length of actually recording a YouTube video in my car, showing everything that I got. Super great. I am done with the video. I turn off my camera and then I try to turn on my car. My car doesn't want to turn on. Literally all the lights started like flickering on and then off. I had experienced this before, like 2 years ago, I believe, or like a year ago. And it was during my job, right? Like when I got out of my job, my sister had to jump me because my battery was dead. So when this happened to me this time around, I'm like, oh my God, please do not tell me that I am left stranded here in the flippin' Dollar Tree parking lot and I have nobody to help me. Mind you, my phone, because I had been recording inside the store and also outside of it, was at 8%. So who do you call? I don't know why I wanted to say Ghostbusters. No. Who do you call when you are literally stuck? Your cart won't turn on. I call my mother. Do you think this lady picked up? No, my mom did not pick up the phone. I am now sitting at 7%. I begin to shake because here's the thing. Immediately in my train of thought was, oh my God, I'm stuck here. It's going to be it's like we're celebrating my mom's birthday. My sister's expecting me at her home at 12 p.m. It's about to be 11 a.m. What the heck am I going to do if the towing truck gets here? Oh my God, that's going to be $200 right off the bat for them to tow my car. I need to get a new battery, $200 more. Like everything just goes super quick in my brain. And I begin to shake. Because not only that, I had this whole thing entirely planned out for my mom. I even had the gifts. Like everything was like already set and done. So when this happens to you and you're completely alone, you start freaking the F out, right? Okay. So I call myself. I'm like, breathe. And then there's a guy right next to me. And I go ahead and I shut off my car. And then I ask him for help. And I ask him, hey, would you mind trying to turn on my car? I don't know what's going on. It's not working. The guy jumps in my car, turns it on, and it works. Okay. However, the lights were still, flickering or whatever. But the motor's running. So I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much. I hop in my car. I make it home. Mind you, I am about maybe like a mile away from the Dollar Tree. That's like where I live, right? So I was like, oh my God, let me just get home, Anyway, I make it home. My mom, she's on the phone talking, I believe, to one of her family members that called her for her birthday. So I walk in through the doors. I'm like, Mom, why didn't you pick up? She's like, oh my God, I didn't think it was important. And also because I've been on the phone nonstop with my family members. My mom has a total of like 7 brothers and sisters. Okay. So obviously, she's going to be busy answering nieces, nephews, blah, blah, blah. I'm not making excuses, but this is just the reality of life. So as this is going on, I'm explaining to her, hey, this is what's going on with my car. And she's like, I know you. She pulls me aside, right? She's like, I know you. And I know that even though you want to put that kind of like in the back burner, you're not going to have a good time because that's going to be in the back of your mind of what the heck is going on with my car. So let's go ahead and go to AutoZone. I'll come behind you with my own car. That way, if it shuts off, at least you have, a ride. So get ready, get dressed, and let's head to AutoZone for them to test out, your battery or your car, whatever the case may be. So I'm like, okay. So we both go to AutoZone. They check my battery. There's nothing wrong with it. It's still in good condition. The guy starts asking me, questions and gives me the advice of not driving the car and just waiting for a full-blown day to pass through. And then for me to start my car normally as I normally do, but in the morning. So I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and do that. So we came back home. We celebrated my mom's birthday. And then the following morning, that's what I did. And all the lights were completely gone from my car. The battery was good. It was still running good. Like everything was good. So it was so flipping weird of why it happened the way it did. But yeah, flipping crazy. So that's the story of why I decided to go ahead and get AAA. So that should I ever be put in that position again, at the very least, I can have someone from AAA to come and jump my car or even like tow it away towards, my home and me not be charged an arm and a leg. So I got the AAA. I put my mom as an authorized user as well. So both of us are under there for $60 for an entire year. So I personally think it's kind of like me having a peace of mind and for me not to like completely freak out of like, oh my God, what am I going to do? So yeah, I know that's a huge explanation as to why I made that $60, charge, but that's just the reality of life and that is the truth and I'm going to stick to it and buy it. So yeah, so that's why it's kind of hefty. All right. Sorry about that if it was too lengthy. I don't mean it to be like that, but All right, let's go ahead and add up this second week because I have a feeling it's a lot again. So let's see. All right. It's looking like I'm not going to be editing this video because it's just way too long. So let's go ahead and do it. All right, laundry, $5. Five Below, 17.06. Easy Pass refill, $25. TikTok Shop, 7.96. Etsy, 32.48. Burlington, 78.90. Panera's, $12.66. T-Mobile, 65.93. Chipotle, $12.05. Five Below, 22.99. Goodwill, $29. Marshall's, 23.17. Walmart, 74.11. TikTok promo, $28. And Shell Gas, $30.35. Woo! All right, hey, at least it's lower than the previous week. So 464.66. 464.66. Okay. Let me just explain to you very briefly what some of these purchases are. So let's head on with Etsy. Etsy, I actually bought my niece this really cute Bible for her communion. It's kind of like pearlized, and it's got, like, you know, the 10 Commandments. It's got everything Bible-wise within this cute little book. It came on time. I believe that I ordered it the prior week, and it got literally the day of my niece's communion, which was the 16th. So it came super quick. I loved it. It ended up costing me $32.48, but that's okay. I love it, and I know that she's gonna keep it forever. So that was that. I can't quite recall what I got over at Burlington. That is a huge price, but I'm pretty sure it was things, you know, for myself, for the vacation that I needed and also wanted. Okay. Oh, I know what it was. It was my dress. Okay. It was my communion dress for Saturday. It was my shoes. It was my purse. And it was the little white cardigan type on top. So I got a total of 4 things: the dress, the little cardigan, the shoes, and the purse. So all of that ended up being $78.90. And then, well, I already explained to you the others, so yeah. And I think that's it for today's video. I can't tell you guys these next few days. Hopefully I don't spend any more money. But yeah, I am now 4 days away from my vacation. Yay. And then on Friday, I actually have to go to the bank to take out my rent money and my internet money as well. And I also need to take out, I believe, maybe like $200 just to bring in cash with me, so that, you know, in case I need it, in case of an emergency. And I also need to pay the driver that's going to take me to the airport from here to Newark, and also from Newark to my home when I come back. So I need cash for that, and that's what I'm going to also take out on the 22nd. That is when I actually get paid for my job. I do get paid bi-weekly, if you guys don't know. Oop. And also, I made a little bit of money on the 15th because my sister paid me just to, you know, help her out. So let's go ahead and put this cute little sticker. Okay. And yeah, that's it. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please don't forget to hit that like, subscribe button. And yeah, I'll see you guys on my next one. Don't forget to go ahead and follow me on Instagram at sunsandroses1. You guys, I'm literally there now, more like, you know, in my stories, because I made it private. Only the chosen few get to, you know, go through that. But yeah, oops. Yeah, that's it. Anyway, I'll let you guys go. Have a lovely night whenever you guys see this, and I'll see you guys on my next one. Have a good one.